What's good, people? It's your boy, Clan the Spurs fan. And I'm actually hoping that you guys can tell me what's going on because I am not watching the game as we speak. I'm actually on my way home so I can watch the game. So I need you guys to let me know what the hell is going on. I could stream it from my phone, but that's kind of dangerous and I'd rather be on here. So if you could, please, 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 please leave comments and let your boy know what is going on with the Spurs. I'm not watching it. I don't even know the score. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully we can have some people join and let me know what's going on. Whew. Go ahead and make my way to the house. And hopefully people will join in and let me know if we're winning, if we're losing, if it's tied, what's going on. I do not know. And I genuinely do not know. I have not looked at the score. I have not looked at anything. So, please, anybody that's joining, just let me know what's going on. And we're going to talk it through. Please, oh please. Anybody. Forbes hurt. Fuck. We are up 21-24. Okay. How did Forbes get hurt? Is he hurt for real? How did Forbes get hurt? Is it bad or is it... Okay, we're up 3. Now, is it bad? Is the Forbes injury bad or is it... What's up? Here's a problem I have right now because had to carry him off for real. Damn. What did he hurt though? Like, what was it that he hurt? Did he hurt his knee? Did he hurt? Because I mean, what he hurt matters. Was it contact? Was it not contact? Doesn't look bad. Okay. What was it though? Like, what did he hurt? Oh, his knee. Oh, that's not good. Hurt his knee ain't good. Did he hit somebody? Like, did he like run into somebody, or was it just self-inflicted? Did he just go down randomly? Now, if it was non-contact, those are the worst. Oh, okay. Oh, Blake Griffin fell on him. Yeah, that is worse than non-contact. Oh, loose ball, so he was fighting for a ball. Let me ask you this. Was he fucking starting? Was he starting? Because I have been preaching for him not to start. Yes, of course. Of course he was starting. Was Berton starting too? Okay, Jakob started. That's a little better. I needed Jakob or Powell to start. Let Powell run off the bench or let Powell play, man. I've been saying this though. Forbes does not need to start. I mean, this could have happened to anybody. Don't get me wrong. But Forbes is very little. He's undersized, almost undersized for a point guard. Still no Lonnie. Well, I don't expect Lonnie to even play at this point, to be honest with you. I mean, we threw him in the fire and then we said, oh shit, you got burnt. And then we didn't play him again. DeJounte watching on the Spurs bench too. Oh, that's really good. DeJounte's there. That's good. He's really young, so I don't know if he can give a lot of advice, but it's good that he's there. Here's the dilemma I'm having right now, though. So I'm streaming right now. I guess I can post it because it's going to have to be a break between me going from here over to the game, because I don't think I'm just going to keep streaming on my phone, which I can. I don't know if I want to. Dropped 24 last game. Who you talking about? Who dropped 24 last game? Oh, Lonnie Walker in the G League. He been dropping a lot of points in the G League. I don't see him playing again, to be honest with you, if I'm just being completely honest. that is upsetting though what you guys just said about Forbes. But here's my thing. I don't think Forbes should start at all. Now, in my mind, I didn't have injury in my mind where it's like, oh, he could possibly get injured. But when you're going against that level of talent, when you're going against the best of the best who are starters in the NBA, and you're undersized like you are, it's best for you to come off the bench so you don't have a heavy workload. He should not be fighting for a loose ball with Blake Griffin. Like, I haven't seen it, and I'm going off of like what you guys say, but he should not be in that situation. That's just what I'm saying. But y'all just keep me updated like with the score. So I mean, you don't have to do it every time, but what's the score? Like, what quarter are we in? Are we in the second quarter? I'm assuming we're still in the first, since you guys said that we since it's in the 20s, 27, 25. Spurs. What quarter is it? Up to, yeah. What quarter is it though? Is it second quarter? Are we in the second quarter yet? I'm assuming we're still in the first, right? And by the way, how is Jakob doing so far? First, okay. And how is Jakob doing so far? Like, because you say that he's starting, so is he killing it? What's up with Jakob? Looking amazing. All right. Jakob is at his best when he's on the court with White and DeRozan. That's when he works best. I see that he also have kind of like chemistry with Bellinelli as well. So I'm not gonna act like Bellinelli ain't in this either. He got pretty decent chemistry with Bellinelli. Had a couple on the Jakob looking amazing on the bench now. Had a couple of ones offensive boards. Okay, that's good. So Powell's playing? Is Pau Gasol getting his minutes? Tie, of course it's tied. Is Pau Gasol getting his minutes? Here, this is, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Wait, because you guys saying that Forbes. 1 minute left. Okay, in the first. Let me say this about Forbes. If the injury isn't bad and you say he can come back soon, this could possibly be and I don't mean it in a bad way, but it could possibly be a blessing in disguise if he can come back quickly. If he's injured for the rest of the season, then I mean, I don't think too much good comes out of that. But if he can come back, I think that the Spurs obviously going to have to start someone else. It looks like hopefully they go forward with just starting Jakob or starting Powell, and maybe they'll move DeRozan up, put Rudy Gay in the rotation, or maybe even Dante, and maybe they'll realize that that's the best way to go. Now with Rudy Gay, the only thing I also understand why they're not doing it too is because Rudy Gay has been very injury prone this season. So I mean, it's hard for me to, because I know a lot of people, not necessarily you guys, but it was some people on Instagram that was hitting me up and saying, yo, how could you not put Rudy Gay in the starting lineup? And another thing that comes to my mind when it comes to Rudy Gay starting, Rudy Gay he's injury prone, man. He's been hurt a lot this season alone. It's been knick-knack things. It haven't been anything serious, but he's missed some significant games this season. So him not starting might be that also. And in that case, Dante's pretty durable. I say play Dante at the 3. And DeMar DeRozan's his best at his second. So is the first quarter over with, or what's up? I might put some music on, or just a little bit. A little bit of music. Let me see. Yeah, I got this awesome ass radio. Jakob 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Yo, that's beasting. Not to mention, y'all said that he had a couple offensive rebounds. Did they result in threes? How DeMar playing? Like, not statistic wise, but just like from the eye test. Like, you don't have to give me statistics. Him and LA, are they looking good together, or? But yeah, how are those two doing? Are they playing good? No. First done 27. Okay. All right. They're doing good. Okay. Okay. So everybody doing good. Giving up first done. Oh, 27-32. Oh, we're down? Are we down right now? Because you put it as like we're down. Your first score is us, right? So we're down? How many times do they score in like a minute? Oh, we're up. Oh, you just said Brent. Yeah. Somebody told me already that Brent got hurt. They seem a little more optimistic than you, though, because they actually said that it doesn't look bad. So, does it look bad or does it not look bad? It sounds bad when you say that big, Griffin fall on him like that. But as I was telling everybody else, or a few people that were in here, with the Bryn Forbes injury, it's not good. But I'll tell you this, it's going to force the Spurs probably to start who they should be starting, because he's starting. So hopefully he come back quickly and somebody else will already have a starting job. Shit. Yeah, you couldn't put pressure on it. Yeah. That ain't good. Shouldn't have been starting anyway. I'm gonna say this, man, and this ain't like a shit pop. This ain't a shot at just anybody. I'm just saying that as a whole, the Spurs coaching staff has failed us. They've done a lot of good things, but then they've done a lot of things with minutes and rotations that make no fucking sense. It's like, I think sometimes you need to stop looking at analytics and just say, you know what? We need a damn identity. And our identity need to be some nasty, because we got some guys, we got to look at personality. We got some guys on this team with a chip on their shoulder. We got DeMar DeRozan that got a chip on his shoulder, or he should have one. LA, chip on his shoulder. He won a ring. Rudy, chip on his shoulder. White trying to fight for the starting point guard job. Jakob fighting to be a starting center. These guys are fighting. And when you got guys that's fighting like that, you really, 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 really need to feed into that. And you need to keep them tough. And when you do things like start Bryn Forbes and Davis Bertans, you are not adding on to the nasty. That's and it's not like in Bertans. That's the thing though. Bertans and Bryn Forbes also have a chip on their shoulder, but the problem is they don't have the physicality to match it with other starters. So you really need to just go ahead, put in a Dante Cunningham, put in a Jakob, or even a Powell. But they put in Jakob, that's fine, and keep that identity going. Be nasty. Stop with this. Like, well, analytics say that, we can, have Davis Bertans in, he can shoot. These are the type of guys that are very good role players, and they are best. They are best if they're not starting. They will have more of an impact, because you can have your starting lineup lock down the other team's starting lineup, play hard, stay in the game. Your bench come in, go against their bench, we light their ass up. That's the only way you're going to beat a Golden State Warriors. If you want to beat a Golden State Warriors, you ain't going to beat them with Forbes and Bertans starting. You're going to have to put in some defenders to start. And then when Warriors put in their bench, then we can light their ass up because we got a better bench than them. That's how you're gonna do it. But this whole thing of like starting these guys because of analytics, and I ain't with it. We ain't got time for it. That's just me. Let me know when the second started and tell me what's going on with it. I don't care what nobody say. Drake hard.
At a moment, but it came and went. Y'all don't wanna play with him. Every morning you like 8 a.m. Picky ring till I get a wedding ring. Now my brothers cut him in on anything.
Drake mom. Why are you talking Warriors when we might not make the playoffs? No, I'm just saying, like, just say. The thing is, reality right now, if the Spurs don't start winning, they're going to be at that 8th seed. I have a hard time seeing them not make the playoffs. We're going to make the playoffs. And if they keep playing like this, like playing how badly they've been playing, they'll be at the 8th seed. Lakers are totally done. And, what's his name? LeBron has already given out his quitting speech. He's already done. So they're not gonna make the playoffs. Like LeBron is done. Like I've seen this too many times with LeBron giving his speech about how it's everybody's fault. He done. He quit on the team. He's done. And
follow us on Instagram and we'll follow back. Hit us up at Hot 1071 on IG.
Let's see here. But yeah, y'all, how the game looking? How is the game looking? I need some updates, y'all. If you could tell me what's going on, it would help tremendously. I am worried though. I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? Because I guess I'll just end up having 2 videos up. I don't want to take this one down. Up by 4. Okay. We boo Zaza. We always boo Zaza. Hey, you know what? 32-28. Hey, let me say this, because a lot of people say that Zaza is the reason. Like, if Zaza never injured Kawhi, then Kawhi still be here. What I say about that is, it might be true, but the problem that I have with that is, if something like you getting injured by Zaza is all it took for you to say, I want to move on somewhere else, then we weren't going to have him for very long anyway. Because, I mean, the first adversity you face with the Spurs, and now you ready to go, it's like, that's weak. Spurs suck. He just fouled Jakob. You said Spurs suck. Jakob ain't a great free throw shooter. Well, he's a good one. He ain't great though. Spurs suck. No, Spurs don't suck. Spurs do not suck. If the Spurs sucked, I will be completely honest with you and say, you know what, this team sucks. I don't think they suck. But I'll tell you this. They're not making a very good argument at times for not sucking. I mean, when I see the Spurs play like they played against OKC, and play like they played against Toronto, and play like they played against, some of the big teams, even that win against the Warriors early this season, it's like, and going 3-1 against the Lakers, it's like this, and beating the Nuggets once, 1-1 with the Nuggets. I see the Spurs like this. When you can put that type of effort into those games, and then you lose against the Knicks and the Nets, that's a you problem. That's a mental thing you got going on. I don't think it's like, oh, we got lack of talent or we got lack of this and that's why we're losing. No, it's just effort. It's just effort. That's all mental. So I'm not gonna go as far as saying they suck, because if they just play with that same intensity, the games that they get up for, they're gonna be great. And the thing is, when they have that intensity against OKC and against Toronto, that's gonna come in very handy in the playoffs. But the problem is, you're not gonna be able to play like shit and then barely make the playoffs and then expect to beat the Warriors. It's just not gonna work like that. You need to at least get in that 4th, 5th seed, win your first round, warm up a little bit, and then get on the roll there. But the only way you can do that is win regular season games. So it's like the Spurs only wake up for games that's like important. But it's like, really, in the West, all of them are pretty important. I mean, that's just how I see it. So, like I said, Spurs are in good shape. They're in a great position right now. You said LaMarcus is one of the most overrated players. I don't think anybody really overrates LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, maybe you got some personal experience with people overrating LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't think LaMarcus Aldridge really gets overrated at all, really. I don't think he's underrated either. I just think he's like people know who Aldridge is. They know that he's an all-star power forward. And it's kind of that. People know him for the mid-range shot. I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that people overly praise LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, even as fans, like Spurs fans, we know what he's capable of, but I don't think any of us really overrate him. I mean, it's probably facts, though, to be honest with you, that he is a top 5, top 3 power forward in the NBA. Like, I mean, I don't think that's really over. He couldn't be an all-star over Drummond, Tobias Harris, and DeMar. Okay, yeah, I would say he's better than Drummond. He's better than Andre. I mean, Drummond is a good player, but he's better than Drummond. Over Tobias Harris. I love me some Tobias Harris. I really do. I love me some Tobias Harris. I don't know, man. If it's Tobias Harris versus Aldridge, I would take Aldridge every day. Like, when you go into all-star territory, I mean, I don't give 2 craps about All-Star break, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't even watch All-Star break. So as far as who's an All-Star, who's not an All-Star, I don't care, because at the end of the day, they're going to play their All-Star game, and they're going to play like multi-millionaires who don't want to get injured. That's awesome that Jakob just blocked Griffin. I got to see that. But, yeah, so as far as him against Tobias Harris, if you're saying who's a better power forward, I mean, LA is probably a better power forward than Tobias Harris. I mean, but Tobias Harris is more like a dual forward. Like, he's kind of like a power forward / small forward. He reminds me kind of like a Kuzma kind of. Aldridge is pure power forward who can occasionally go at center. So they're totally different players. But if you're saying who's a better power forward, it's LA. So I don't know. I love Tobias, but it's LA. And when you're saying he's over DeMar, DeMar started off this season well, and he played well against Toronto. But there's plenty of games where he didn't play that well. And I'm starting to believe more and more that Aldridge is the best player on the team, just talent-wise and raw talent and everything. He's probably the best. Belly got 10, most on the team. Didn't somebody tell me that LA got 10? So aren't they tied at 10 then? They've tied at 10. What did some of y'all think? I know it's just a few of y'all in here, but what do you think about LA being overrated? Would you say LA's overrated, or would you say he's like, right where he's supposed to be? I don't see him as an overrated player at all. That's just me. I don't know. I don't overrate him. I don't see many fans on the Spurs page or Facebook page I got really talk about LA and overrate them. and say, oh, he's better than this person, better than this. Not really. I mean, as far as power forwards, he's one of the. I mean, he got to be one of the best, right? LA disappears in the playoffs. That, you know what? Let me say this. I agree with you, especially last season. It was one season though when we were in the playoffs, and it was with Tim Duncan. So, no, LA is not overrated. Hell no. Yeah, I don't really think so. But all right, when you say he disappears, I agree. He definitely has for most of his career. But there was one season, and I think it was right when he got here, right when he got to San Antonio, he showed up in the playoffs. LA just blocked Maker. Oh shit, block party, baby. You got what the fuck? Why haven't we been doing this? How are you not gonna start a damn real center? LA's better at power forward. Like what the hell? But anyway, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. LA overrated. What were we talking about? LA's not overrated, I don't think. Disappearing in the playoffs. It was one season when he first got here, when he first got to San Antonio, and it was the playoffs. And we were going against, who was it? Was it Thunder? I think it was against Thunder. We got screwed over in that series, by the way. And he showed Jakob has 3 blocks. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Earn that starting job, boy. And they better not take his ass out either. Let him learn as a starter, Pop. He almost dunked on Griffin. Oh, this sounds good, y'all. What was I about to say? Damn it, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, we went against OKC, and LA put up a damn show. And he was clutch. I remember him getting fouled, going to the free throw line, and shooting three free throws in a row, and he ended up with 40-some points. So, is he capable of showing up in the playoffs? Hell yeah. But most of his career, he is not. But I don't think it's necessarily LA is just nervous or something. He don't really seem like the kind of guy to get nervous. I think he's just too laid back. And then when the playoffs hit, it's so intense till sometimes he don't match that intensity. But even last year in the playoffs, Rudy Gay got onto him. And LA showed out in one of those games, I believe. So he just need people to keep him accountable. Game 6, 2007 playoffs versus Rockets, he got 42. Oh, damn, for real? Oh yeah, that was a rough. Yeah, that's when I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's right, because Kawhi got hurt in Game 5, and then Game 6 started, and yeah, that was nice. I remember that. I don't remember his 40 points, but I'm gonna take your word for it. I do remember that game though. They definitely needed him because at that point, Kawhi was not playing. White, DeRozan, Bertans, LA, and Jakob on the floor. That is so. Is that what they're gonna start going with? Y'all think they're gonna start going with that? Please don't do that. Nante need to play, y'all. That line up. Be like, well, Forbes hurt, so now we're gonna start playing Bertans. Y'all think they're gonna do that? I hope they don't, y'all. I hope they don't. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Bertans play the small forward, but I don't know. Wait a minute, I'm starting to think about it. Bertans is an underrated defender. He ain't no lockdown and nothing like that. He is kind of underrated defender. Nah, I still don't like it. I don't know if I like it. Damn. I'm starting to think about it. I don't know. Bertans starting at small forward. He just blocked Drummond again. And who was that person in here that said that Drummond better than LA? Come on, bro. He's a small forward. He's a small forward playing center. Who you talking about Bertans? I mean, you mean power forward, right? He never really played. He never played center. I guess, man, Berton's a weird build because he's like that guy that's small forward slot. Well, he ain't no power forward. He's too small. I guess he is kind of a small forward. Damn, I don't know, man. Yeah, Berton. Okay, you are talking about Berton. I don't know, man. Like, damn, that's tough, y'all. Damn, that's tough. Berton's a small forward. I had to think about it. What y'all think? You want some, like, if we got a starting lineup, you want Berton's a small forward? I feel like we'll eventually get burnt, but then again, it's like if they do get past them, they got to deal with those two monsters in the paint. Because LA has played way better defense than expected. Man, that's tough. Bertans don't make a lot of mistakes. He's a good shooter, a decent defender. He got some length on him, so you can't just shoot over the top of him. I mean, and how many great small forwards are there in the league? But yesterday we're going against good length on the floor. Yeah, I mean, all of those guys together are great length. I mean, it ain't like you're just gonna straight up be able to expose Bertans. Bertans get a lot of clean blocks. You can't just straight up expose Bertans. That's the thing. Like, he's been crossed over a few times, but you can't just expose him. Our starters were right, Bryn. Yeah, I know what our starters were, and I was disagreeing with Bryn Ford starting for a while now, and now he's hurt. So there you go. Taller than most small forwards in the league. Is he? I guess he is. What is he, like 6? How tall is Berton? 6'10"? That's why I was saying he kind of a power forward, but he's too undersized to be a power forward. You can't expose the man. I guess I'm cool with it if DeMar DeRozan holds his end. He's 6'10", okay. I guess I'm cool with it if DeMar DeRozan holds his end of the bargain on defense. That's tough, y'all. I don't know, man. I think I like it. You got your sharp. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, go with it. Because now I'm thinking about it, y'all. Let's think about it. Let's think it through. In NBA today, now I'm thinking about it. I'm going to go back on my comment about Dante because I'm thinking about it. All right, so in today's NBA, you're not going to be able to survive not having three-point shooters. My boy White, I love White, but he has not been consistent at three. DeMar DeRozan is not a three-point shooter. Jakob cannot shoot threes. LA can, but they refuse to let him. Woo! Yeah. Like I told you, this might be a blessing in disguise, y'all. This might be something pretty special. Because I'm thinking, that's pretty good. Then you got Rudy coming off the bench. Has Powell played this game? Please tell me yes. Damn, what time is it? It's 8. Okay. He ain't played. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm about to do? I was gonna go inside and work out. Hey, how many minutes are left in the second quarter? Cause I don't feel like I'm gonna watch the second quarter. Let me know how many minutes left. 3 minutes? Is 3 minutes left? 3:30. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in, work out. I'm gonna miss some of the third quarter probably. I might put it on my. I might not miss it at all. Yeah, I'm gonna work out. When I get done showering, I'm gonna jump straight on. I'll be back.